Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I know my video has not been better yet, but I am getting better with trying to keep this lighting on me a little bit more where you guys can see me a lot clearer now. So just bear with me in this video, and someday somehow I will try my best to get um the stuff together in some day, but in the meantime, just bear with me. Okay, so this video is going to be about emotions and how you can how does your emotion affect you. And I know and a lot of these, some of these emotions I'm going to be naming are just a little basic, but there's one emotion that I would like to go over with you guys um around at the end of my video, but the basic ones I'm just gonna do first because those emotions are easy to you know to explain. So let's start with the basic happy, sad, and mad emotions. Uh, so let's start with happiness. And we all know what happiness is, which is your ups emotions, your good emotion, your heart emotion. Those emotions that you have in yourself that you want to keep, you want to have with you, and it is the positive emotion. And it's that one emotion that we all want to have, but some of us are afraid to have because happiness always comes to a downfall. If I'm making movements with my hands, I'm sorry. But happiness has always been a thing I always had. It's just I had so much darkness in my inside of myself that I never found happiness. But now I'm experiencing happiness because I can now focus on good things in my life, which is being able to apply myself with different sorts of things, whether it's applying for jobs or if I'm going to college someday, or if I'm just doing something that I like to do. And happiness is the emotion that, and that's what affects you, is you your body becomes excited. It's not just your mind, it's your body as well, because your body connects with your mind, and your emotions are going to be connected with your body. It's not just your mind, it's your body too, because your body is going to connect with that. And that's just a little side that's just a little side tip, a little side lesson, that with your emotions, it's not your mind that's being happy, it's also your body. So that's good. So happiness is your upper positive emotion, and it affects you by anything that you do. And that's what I'm going to be saying throughout the whole video. So the second emotion is sadness, and the second emotion is sadness, and we all know what that feels like. And sadness is that gloomy emotion that we've all had, always have, when bad situations happen and you don't like it and you can't express the happiness, so you can't feel that positivity because it happens so automatically. And when that sadness builds up, when that sadness builds up, it affects your body. It affects you, where you feel like your emotions are going to be clouded up, and it's going to have a lot of gloomy, melancholy kind of field where you feel like you can't be happy. And at my life back in the day, back in when I was young, I couldn't, that is what all those emotions feel, was sadness, and I didn't know how to express my emotions throughout sadness, because that's all my emotions was sadness. And we all have those emotions where we don't open up. And I'm sorry if I'm making movements. It's just my nose is stuffed up, and I'm tired of it. But you see, that's the emotion. Well, I'm not sad, but I'm just annoyed, and that can be kind of what that emotion is too. Is annoyed and sadness. But I'm only annoyed. So, anyways, sadness is affects you mentally more than your, I feel like sadness can affect you a lot more mentally than physically, because a sadness, when you feel sad, your mind, when you're sad, your mind is already sad too. So it's already up there. And you're and when that happens, your physical being is will connect to that mind as well. And like I said before, before when your mind is feeling something, so does your body, and it can affect you mentally, physically. So that's what I feel about sadness. And it's what I've been what that emotion is really important for you to know, because you have to overcome sadness and become happy. So, like, the first thing, happiness should be your only motivator. Okay, happiness, sadness. Now we go to mad. Everyone is feeling this, ain't it? Everyone is feeling mad, aren't we? And we all know why we're mad. Because of things don't go our way, or things are just making you aggressive, aggravated, and we have those feelings in our bodies that is so much fire, so much chemical balance in our minds and in our body, that we don't know what how to control it. And the mad emotion, it connects you a lot more, both mentally and physically. And we all know why, because hello, I mean, once we mad, we can't control that, because that emotion is so expand that. And you know, it's funny, a lot of us people experience a lot more mad than happiness or sadness nowadays, because back in the day, happiness was like the only thing um good, was always that emotion now. But but now it's now we're angry at everything now, and that emotion is a lot more expandable than anything else. and and we all know why we're mad, and I'm not going to go into detail why we are. I could just name one, which is just unnecessary things. Or you got fired from a job and you worked there so hard, or nothing goes your way because you've worked so hard, or you took your precious time on that, and then when things just go, that emotion kicks in. So all I can say is, when you're feeling that, just take deep breaths when you're feeling that emotion, the mad emotion, because that emotion is really, really crazy. And I sometimes do feel that emotion too. It's just that emotion has never come up to me all the time because I was always calm. And that calm stage is always the better way to deal with your emotions. Okay, so happy, sad, mad. Now we're gonna go into the emotions that the emotion that I've been really wanting to talk to you guys about. And this emotion is called, well, I call it, this emotion is called the blocked emotion. Now, this emotion is where people say that their emotions are neutral, but for me, technically, that emotion, the neutral emotion, technically is a blocking emotion. And what I mean by that is that you're blocking any emotions coming into your stage, and that emotion is something that a lot of people should watch out for, because it's a lot of people deal with that nowadays because so much has been going on and we just have no choice but to go to that stage because we don't know what to feel anymore, because look what's happening, like so much things are happening, so much crazy, and then all of a sudden when things happen so often, or when you get into that mode of depression mode, or any kind of emotions that you have, you're trying to block everything out so you don't you don't have to feel it, so it will, and you think it's going to help, but the block emotion is never good, because one, you're not blocking your emotions, it's only going to make it worse by causing your emotions to have a bipolar emotion. And for me, I think a blocking emotion can cause a bipolar emotion, or a bipolar personality, which is just your mixed emotions. And I've had that block emotion where I keep trying to block a lot of emotions out of my brain, a lot of my out of my life back when I was a teenager, because I've always had so much sadness in my life, and I didn't want to feel anything, and that's what kind of got me in where I felt bad about myself, and I didn't know what to do, so I kept trying to block my emotions out, and it doesn't work like that. You have to understand your feelings, and you have to really know what feelings you have, instead of just trying to, you sometimes, I think you have to let your emotions come in, and you have to express it out. Let your emotions come in and express that out, because if you don't let those emotions in, you're not only making yourself look really, like, it's scary. That emotion, the block emotion, is a lot more scary than the mad emotions, because it's so the emotion itself is so, like, crazy that you don't, like, nobody knows what to do at that stage. And I want I don't want I don't want any of you guys going to the block emotion, because that emotion is sick in the head. And it's not, and no, it is not, it's not like the mad emotion, because the mad emotion, you're feeling something. The block emotion, you're not letting that emotion in. So I just want to let you guys in on that, and that's about it. So I sorry if this video was so short. I'm just trying to keep up with a lot of videos, but I promise I'll make more videos soon, and I hope this video will explain your emotions a lot better, and that last emotion explains it a lot more. So I will be back with another video soon, but until then, yeah.